Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in crypto. If you like money in crypto, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Come to you live every single day at 11:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is Monday, October 25th. It's a decent 73 degrees in the BitBoy Crypto studio, which hopefully we'll be having a new studio here soon.
Hopefully very soon.
I think we're making some progress. So, guys, you guys don't understand how many moving parts there are to get this show going for sure. So we're trying to now live stream to Facebook. It's just a lot right now. Somebody said it's time to talk about Shiba. It might be. Nick hates Shiba. He wants to make a video calling Shiba a scam every single day. That's his job. He said, I want to have my own Shiba scam channel. That's what he said.
I'm kind of here for that. I don't mind that.
I'm on the other end of the spectrum. Did you know that Shiba is the #1 biggest return of all coins in the entire bull run?
Does it beat Hex?
By a lot.
Does
Beats
it?
Hex by a lot.
Wow.
It beats. You know what #2 is? You'll love this one. SafeMoon.
Of course.
Of course, #2 SafeMoon.
I wonder what the odds are.
SafeMoon is a scam. I'm not gonna call Shiba a scam.
What are the stats for losses from new investors on those projects, though?
Well, from the peak to the with Shiba, there's none because it's just an all-time high.
Well, so nobody sold at a loss, is what you're saying?
Well, people are selling it a lot. You can say that about any coin.
Well, I know.
You know.
I'm just saying, I bet they've got a very high percentage of people who got wrecked on both of those projects.
Yeah,
and a very small pool of people who made money. Now, they made a lot, but
that's crypto.
True.
That's crypto. People right at the top, go to the bottom when they don't know what they're doing. They sell in like you're describing every problem that people have in crypto generally, not just those coins. You know,
but it tends to be a lot more prevalent with those type of hype coins.
I would say that's not true.
Okay.
I would say that's not true. I don't know why you would say that.
Just because most of the people I talk to, that's the case. And when you see the run,
well, not when it's at an all-time high though. You know, it's all-time high. Literally everybody, the people that sold it are, but you know, the people that come in here talking about it every day, those aren't the people that sold it. So,
no, those are usually the people that are buying it right now, hoping it's going to go up a lot more.
Gillerican90 says he saw me at the Jumbotron of the Braves game. I was on the Jumbotron 3 times the other night. It's amazing, TJ. It's like the camera just finds me.
It is.
It's amazing. When are we going to get... We need to have Allison reach out. The Braves need to put my name up when they put me up there. You know, they showed Zach Brown. They showed Travis Tritt. I'm not a country musician, but I could be. I drive a truck.
Close enough.
Close enough, obviously. A lot of people are saying put some respect on the Astros name. We will... This is a big one I'm about to say here. 5 games we win. 5 games.
Ooh.
We're going to win it at home, game 5.
Another big prediction.
Another big. You can't sit here and say the Astros are better than the Dodgers. No, not a chance you can say that. But look, we're the hottest team in baseball. We've been the hottest team in baseball. And hey, I'm just telling you guys, every championship Georgia teams have played in, I've been super nervous. We're going to win this World Series. I'm not nervous at all. I know we're going to win. Just a matter, do we win in 5 or 6? 4 or 5 or 6. This will not go 7 games. We're going to crush them. So, sorry, Astros. Now, I want you guys to know this, if the Braves clinch the World Series victory in Houston, I will go. I will be there. And I don't know, maybe we'll even do some kind of impromptu meetup while I'm out there. So it would just be quick. It wouldn't be like a big normal one, but maybe the hotel I'd be staying at, wherever, maybe we bring some folks in. So yeah, a lot of people call them the Houston Asterisks. That's what they call them. I don't know. You know, they did some studies on the numbers and said, I mean, they obviously were cheating, but it really didn't affect the bottom line of the games, which I agree with. But okay, all right, let's move on. Let's get here. Let's check this out. Yeah, I know everybody's cheering for us except people in Houston. Am I right? Okay, guys, here we are. 1.32 million subscribers on YouTube. We did tick up over the weekend, so heading towards closer. We're closer to 1.5 than 1 million, which is pretty good. Get Eddie Rosario on the show. I'd love to do that. What a ball player.
Yeah, we've got a couple of recommendations to get Russell Brand on the show, actually. He's been talking a lot of crypto lately.
Russell Brand has been talking crypto?
Mm-hmm.
He's been talking a lot of stuff. I know that. I don't know if he's been talking that, but interesting.
I think was he on Joe Rogan or something recently? Is that why a lot of people?
I don't think he was. He just does his own thing. He's a freewheeler and dealer these days.
Yeah.
He speaks out about a lot of stuff that other people are afraid to tackle, you know. He says that he's a liberal, but he's talking a lot of conservative talking points these days, which is pretty interesting. But because I mean, we all know that the farthest left people in our country have gone absolutely insane. I mean, I just go ahead and say it. The furthest left, the furthest right, you can say the same thing about for sure. But it's insane what some people are saying right now. But 613.4 thousand followers here on Twitter. 2.7 million. You guys see, I took a video from the Braves game. I got the final play. Let's watch it real quick. Dansby Swanson was out. What a great play to end the game. You got to admit, pretty impressive. There it is. There's Dansby. Boom, slide, pick up, throw, Freddie. Boom. Braves going to the World Series. You guys can follow me on Instagram, 314,000 BitBoy_crypto. And then this is my personal account where I take, family stuff. That's my sister right there and her friend. We call her Hype Squad Hannah. She's like on my own little hype squad. Look at this picture. What do you think about this picture, TJ?
That's a good one.
You down with it?
Yeah,
I just said, this is your leader. That's my 5th grade photo, I think. And then that's me and my friend Brian at the game.
Yeah, it's classic.
So, yeah. All right, here we go. $2.6 trillion in market cap, feeling good. $100 billion in volume. Still looking at the volume not being up. It's not important. I no longer think we will hit a 50% Bitcoin dominance, or we might hit 50, we will not hit 55. ETH dominance is going up. 40 Paraguays, you can send an ETH transaction. Bitcoin, 63,400. Now, it feels very similar to what we were going through last Monday, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like the numbers are almost the exact same. Or was it Tuesday?
I think it was Monday.
Was it Monday? Were the markets open? Was Monday Columbus Day last week, or was that 2 weeks ago?
I don't know.
Whatever day it was. This feels very similar. Like we moved from all the way like right at 60 last night at the close of the week up now to 63.4. Feels like last week we really needed to put together some accumulation, consolidation kind of deal here around in the low 60s. Notice we didn't go below 60. It might have ticked down there for a second or two, but it feels very good right now. Market's feeling strong. We're going to be moving up. Ethereum, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Ethereum is hitting an all-time high this week. I feel that in my bones. You also?
Yes, for
I don't see any way we're not at like 46 or 48 by the end of the week.
Yeah, it was interesting to see the start of a lot of what we talk about with alt season last week, where you see Bitcoin make a big move and everybody was saying, well, what's going on with alts? Why aren't alts doing anything? And then we saw Bitcoin settle down a little bit, and towards the end of last week, a little bit over the weekend, saw some alts moving. So yeah, I think we're going to start seeing that more and more and more. Bitcoin moves, settles, alts pump, like we saw Ethereum and, a handful of other ones doing pretty well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that'll happen for sure.
We got Cardano up. We got Binance Coin up. Solana up. Gosh, at 216. Solana. People are saying it's going to catch Cardano. I don't think it will catch Cardano. It may, but Cardano will take the lead back. I mean, Cardano is going to pass Binance Coin when it finally starts pumping. I'm just feeling so bullish on XRP and Cardano right now because they really have not been moving at all, and that is not something normally that you see. So these things are probably getting ready to bust out themselves here soon. Shiba, look at Shiba. My gosh.
Is Solana at an all-time high right now?
Yeah, Solana's at an all-time high right now, I believe. It's at 216. Well, it hit 215 last week. So I don't know if that is let's see. Yeah, absolutely. It is all-time high right now. I thought it hit 215. Hit 208. Okay. So yeah, we're at all-time high for Solana. Still continuing to pump. And you saw this coming with all the money that was raised. All the money that was raised for FTX and stuff like that. So, let's see. Let's go to the biggest winners of the day. Biggest wieners of the day. Wieners of the day. Here we go. Near Protocol up 24%. Another one I wish we would have probably got some of that we never did. The Graph, we got a pretty nice holding of it, up 16%. Solana, number 3. Curve, Thorchain, Rune. Thorchain's been crushing it lately. Telcoin, another one we missed out on for sure. Harmony, we got some of that. KuCoin shares. Algorand starting to move, which is pretty good news, up 14% for the week. Seen a lot of bounce backs here. VeChain up to 14 cents. What did it get up to? 18 cents? Did it break 20 cents at the all-time high here recently? Yeah, it did. Got all the way up to, guys, at 25 cents. Unbelievable. So still a long ways off for VeChain to get to that all-time high, but if you kind of look back here, it's interesting when you look at the VeChain chart here. I'll pull it up. When you look here, you kind of see earlier this year how it went up and then it dumped and then it just shot straight up to the moon. I think that's probably what we're looking at here. There's the dump, then boom, going to the moon. I mean, VeChain, I don't know. Like I've been saying, I think it'll hit somewhere around 60 cents. Our original prediction was $1. I don't know. I'm starting to feel like VeChain might have a chance to get to $1 again. So we'll see. Somebody said VeChain is garbage. Where's my VeChain squad at? Get him.
Yeah, there's a lot of VeChain holders in the chat for sure.
Yeah, you don't want to rile up the boys. You don't
Yeah.
want to rile up the boys, the
And
VeChain boys.
All right, you want to do some
Let's do it.
Q&A?
Yeah.
We get this a lot. King Jedi, like Jedi with a weird spelling. Why is ADA not moving? It's almost like it's not a bull run.
Yeah. Well, let's go to the weekly chart here. Let me remove some of this stuff. Okay. Go to the weekly chart here. This is March. I want to focus on this. I want to focus on this right here.
Yeah.
Would you call that a bull run? That was literally the most explosive time of the entire bull run for Bitcoin right during this time. What was Cardano moving? Sitting still. See what I did? Boop. Right after that. You can look back here and say the same thing. In December, November, what was happening? Wasn't moving. And what? Now, that doesn't look like a big move now, but you come back, you stretch it out. You see, that was a big move. Look at that move. Followed by this. Guys, Cardano has traditionally followed its own track. Now, it is generally going to react to Bitcoin in the markets, the way that it wants to. But look at this. It has a pattern of going down and sideways and then having a huge spike up. We're going to see it. I have the full confidence that that is actually what we're going to see. So we will see an explosive move from Cardano. Cardano moves more explosively than other coins. XRP does the same thing. There's long periods of stability. They don't tend to move up gradually, and they explode. So the fact that so many people are doubting Cardano right now, I'm telling you, this thing is about to blow. And when this thing blows, all of a sudden everybody's going to shut up, and then it's going to drop, and then it's going to go sideways, and everybody's going to blah, 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 and it's going to do the same thing. Cardano's actually, I know you've been looking at our portfolio. Solana actually passed Cardano as our most profitable coin ever. Cardano is number 2, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and I think you said it there pretty well. Most people are expecting alts to move kind of like Bitcoin does, like steady movements over time, stair-stepping up. But a lot of alts are on their own schedule, like you said, or they move very violently, very quickly, and then they reset and they go into their own little mini cycle. So it's not going to be as predictable as Bitcoin. And also Dapper Crypto with the super chat said Vegas meetup, let's go. That's next week, right?
It's here on Twitter. We need can you make a note? We need to add Cirrus Foundation as the sponsor to a tweet and put it up there.
Yeah.
They are sponsoring this for us. I don't know if y'all know this, but to rent out the freaking Venetian, it was $15,000 to rent out a room. So Cirrus Foundation is sponsoring that for us. A big shout out to Cirrus Foundation. They're a project we talked about them several times. But we need to get that on a graphic and make that the pinned tweet with all the information in it. So we'll do that. But here it is, Friday, November 5th, 6 to 9 p.m. Free admission, of course, always free to go to the events. See you beautiful people there. So you can tell, obviously wrote that last line. Okay.
Thoughts on Harmony?
Thoughts on Harmony? Well, I don't know. It's kind of like this. Like TJ and I don't get along great, and Harmony may be overrated.
I think honest discourse is always better than dishonest harmony, is what they say.
Yeah, that's what they say.
But I think they were specifically referring to the project Harmony.
Oh, one.
Yeah.
Oh, the Harmony, the project.
Yeah.
We love Harmony. We think it's great. I think it's going to go 50 or 60 cents probably.
One of our bigger holdings for sure. And this was
water. It's not vodka.
That's so. That's just so laughable, that whole thing.
Oh, this?
So ridiculous.
Did I drink a 4-ounce bottle of water at the top of every hour?
Yeah. I mean,
people say I look good. Look, Justin's out there laughing at me. I would throw this at him if I didn't think it would
bounce off the thing.
Well, he's high E,
so. Fuzzy Crypto wants to know, what does the first year of the bear market look like? At what point do you start buying back in? First year is ugly.
Yeah, have you ever seen when the Titanic goes down on a
It's
movie?
not pretty.
Way worse than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. It's ugly. People will be shocked by it. As bad as you think it is, it will be worse. The attention goes away. People don't care about crypto. People start calling it a scam. 1 year to find the bottom approximately. So 1 year from when we have the top, it will probably find a bottom. Start good dollar cost averaging maybe 8 to 10 months into the bear market. And, there will be one big drop, and then it will go back up. So, but the first rise after the bottom of the bear market is slow. Then we get the halving, and it speeds up and speeds up and speeds up until you get to where we're at now. So it is ugly. I won't say that.
Is it time to sell some altcoins when Bitcoin reaches 100K, or do you hold?
No, the altcoin's most explosive move is after Bitcoin tops, but you are playing a game of, I always compare it to the game on The Price is Right, like the mountain climber game where they go up, 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 and if you let them go too far, they just fall all the way down. So you got to be careful timing that top. But yeah, I definitely do believe that the most explosive run for altcoins is after Bitcoin tops out. So
All right. And I guess last question, do you think the graph has potential to hit all-time highs?
I was sitting here wondering, is it almost there now? What was the all-time high? $1.50. Let's see here. GRT. God, it's so far down here, isn't it?
Yeah,
There it is.
50s.
41. It was almost in the top 20 at one point. Let's see, year to date. Golly. Yeah, 250. 250. It should have spiked above that. I can't get it higher. Yeah, I mean, it's going to hit all-time highs again. It'll definitely hit all-time highs. I mean, you can see it now starting to take off. So, yeah, I'm not worried about it. Hold on. Almost everything. We got 11.5 thousand people watching. We got 2,001 likes for probably our worst like ratio of all time. If you could do us a favor, hit the like button. It helps more people come into the chat, more people come into the video. If you're watching on the live chat, make sure X out of the live chat, go back in, hit the like button, and then you can come back to the live chat. And then if you're watching on smart TV, bottom left-hand corner screen, more actions, more options, hit react, boom, like this video. Really helps us. Number one thing you can do to help the channel is to like the videos. It really is. I know it's hard to remember because I forget sometimes when we're around the blockchain, I might have it pulled up and be like, I didn't even hit the like button. So I know you guys need that reminder. Just hit the like button for us. Does a big favor. Braves are America's team right now versus Houston Astros. I love it. I love an America's team.
All right, you ready for some
Yeah, let's go.
charts?
Yeah, charts. Bitcoin, am I right? Here we go. We're at 63,650 right now at the current time. You know what's interesting though is we have not got a green dot on the momentum wave in about a week now. It should be developing here sometime pretty soon, I would think. It looks like we're ready to hit this next wave of this, I believe. But yeah, I don't know why we haven't got that yet. But the chart here, we're above the EMA ribbon right now at this current moment, which is a pretty good thing. We're dancing on the top. We do have Carl on the channel today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum and Bitcoin dominance. I think this Bitcoin dominance conversation right now is very fascinating. My surge on where I think, my prediction on where I think the Bitcoin dominant surge is going just keeps getting lower and lower and lower. So we'll see what happens. I don't think we're going to see 50% again. I really don't think so.
Wait, say that again.
I don't think we're getting 50% in this bull run.
No, your prediction on the surge of
On the Bitcoin dominant surge
going up or down?
going up.
Okay.
That would be a surge. Going down would be a plummet. Hopefully.
So you were saying previously you thought it was going to go up
I thought Bitcoin dominance would go up to 55%.
in the bear market?
No.
In the bull market?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. And then go all the way down to the 20s or
Yes.
30s? Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. But I no longer believe now. I'm wondering if we're even going to see 50%.
Yeah, I don't think it
We
will.
may not even see 50%. It may be like 49.8 might be where it peaks out at here. It could. It certainly could go above. Carl was laying out a scenario where it goes to 55% or a little bit higher. But also a scenario where it doesn't, where it peaks out at about 49.5%. And I tend to think that's what we're going to see. Because if you look at what happened last week with Bitcoin running up like $10,000 in like 3 days, the dominance did not shoot up that much higher. It was only 1% or 2 higher. How many more of those kinds of runs can we really have left for Bitcoin? Not that many. So the Bitcoin dominance works a little bit like the Newpol, like the Newpol, it'll explode and run at the price at a certain price point. But then when it drops, like here's a good example. Let's just go look at the Newpol real quick and I'll show you guys this. When you look at the Newpol here, like, look at the price, okay? When you look at the Nupal, the price of Bitcoin right here was at $40,000. At $40,000, the Nupal was almost in the euphoric area, right? But people get overheated and excited, but then the price drops and the Nupal drops tremendously. By the time we got back to $40,000, the Nupal was considerably lower than it was before, is the long and the short of it. And you see that all throughout Bitcoin's history, is that you'll look at the same price points. It's even more when you look at the all, and you come back here and you look at, like, here was a peak of the Bitcoin price at $164, and the Nupal was in the euphoria zone. It took Bitcoin getting all the way up to double that, to $334 to get it there again. So, it's just pretty interesting stuff when you do look at that. And Bitcoin looking really good right now. Ethereum looking good also. You do remember last week, this is on the weekly chart, we did hit an all-time high, or no, we basically double topped here, where we were $10 from another all-time high, and then we fell off. Now it looks like we're getting on that surge. We will cross over this week. I don't think there's any doubt about it. Sai Karan with a $100 super chat says, Ben, love you guys. Does Matic reach all-time high this bull run? Yes. The only coins that don't, like, if I were to go here and I were to look at coins that I don't think are going to hit all-time highs in this bull run at this point, some I'm really disappointed with. But when you look at, let's see here, Chainlink will, Litecoin will, Algorand will. When you look at Bitcoin Cash is a huge candidate not to hit an all-time high.
Yeah.
That's how low I've got to go to find one. When you look at ICP, very significant chance not hit an all-time high because it launched so high. Ethereum Classic, I mean, potentially might not hit another one. I think it will, but it might not. Let's see, where's the other one I was thinking of that's definitely not going to hit an all-time high? What coin am I thinking of that's not going to hit an all-time high? Dash is one. Where's Dash at? Dash right now is at $209. The all-time high for Dash, look at that, 1,400. It'd have to 7x from here just to tie an all-time high. Yeah, Litecoin probably will. I mean, it's a 2x away from hitting an all-time high. I think Synthetics probably will also. So, yeah, so that's what's going on with the charts right now. Let's move on here to the next story. JP Morgan sees bullish outlook for Bitcoin as inflation concerns push Bitcoin price higher. Now, these are some of the things, I will tell you this right now. These are some of the things that make stuff that I say seem irrelevant and wrong. Okay, because I've been telling you guys deflation is coming very soon. By the end of the fall. Maybe at the latest Q1 of next year. But we'll see it begin in the fall for sure. Maybe it'll be like official where people are like, oh, we're in deflation. You got Janet Yellen coming out this weekend. Janet fell in Yellen, which, whew, we got stuff to talk about with her. But where she's saying, oh, no, inflation is definitely, she called it catastrophic inflation is still going on through next year. And then destructive inflation will continue for the next year. These are the things that people are going to look back and be like, how did he know this? Because all the indications we have are inflation is going to continue from the words that are coming out of their mouths. Did you also see, TJ, Janet Yellen said over the weekend that she wants to tax unrealized gains now?
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
How's that even possible?
Yeah. How do you? That doesn't make any
doesn't even make sense.
No. And
so she's
her leaders would not allow that anyway. No. They love unrealized gains.
Yeah, absolutely. But JP Morgan sees bullish outlook for Bitcoin. Global investment bank JP Morgan says inflation concerns are pushing the price of Bitcoin to record highs. Not true. It's going based upon big whales moving the price. I always tell you guys. Rather than interest in recently launched Bitcoin futures. They're trying to scramble because the ETFs news didn't really push things up as much as they thought it was. Now it's a different kind than, the physically backed one. JP Morgan sees inflation driving it up and said, we believe the perception of Bitcoin as a better inflation hedge from gold is the main reason for the current upswing, triggering a shift away from gold ETFs into Bitcoin funds since September. The initial hype with BITO could fade after a week. I told you that would probably happen. So, people moving out of gold into Bitcoin right now. Jack Dorsey warns hyperinflation will soon happen in the U.S. and the world. Tell me you're an idiot without telling me you're an idiot. There's no hyperinflation coming to the United States. Jack Dorsey is a fearmonger. He wants people to buy Bitcoin, which can't blame him for that. Guys, think of this. What is Jack Dorsey's number one moneymaker? Bitcoin. It literally is with the Square app. You guys know Twitter makes virtually $0. Twitter makes no money. It has almost been bankrupt before. Jack Dorsey got fired at some point. If y'all know that. He came back after he was successful with Square. But this is not coming. Hyperinflation will not come to the United States. The world will not allow hyperinflation to come to the United States. You have to understand the domino effect. It would destroy the world economy as we know it today if the U.S. went through that. The other countries know that. They will never do that. So he's an idiot. Nose ring included. Let's see. Look, here is this here. Look at this guy. Teo Oviosu comparing hyperinflation in Nigeria to hyperinflation in the United States. Guys, let's take a step back and let's not be total idiots. Peter Schiff responds to Jack Dorsey about Bitcoin's role in hyperinflation. He looks so dorky without his beard. Major crypto hater Schiff responds to Bitcoin supporter Dorsey about the role. He says only real assets can protect from hyperinflation, and of course, Schiff does not believe that Bitcoin is a real asset. So he says Bitcoin's an imaginary friend.
So who's the bigger idiot, Schiff or Dorsey on this one?
I don't know if Peter Schiff's an idiot, really. I've really been thinking a lot about this. I did that debate with him, and it's not out yet still. They're doing a series. I don't know when it's coming out. Maybe never. We'll see. But what I would say is that his argument for a lot of stuff he says are pretty sound. I think the way that he looks at it is it doesn't matter what the price goes up to. It doesn't matter how much money people make on it. He has a hard line on what he believes are hard assets and not hard assets. I think some of the stuff he says is not idiotic. Some certainly is. Some of his kind of more hype-driven anti-Bitcoin narratives that he says. But I would say that Jack is the bigger idiot. So I don't know what that says. Who is that? Bobby Dial says he has a hard asset.
Yeah. Yep.
Hope it's not for sale. Bitcoin ETF demand so strong, we could bring 2 or 3 new ones to the market. Valkyrie CEO. This doesn't surprise anybody.
Nope.
Right? We know the demand is really high. A milestone that began the week's introduction of first Bitcoin-based ETF has begun. Attention helped drive Bitcoin spot record to a fresh price of 67,000. People still bullish. Valkyrie for the last week leading up to their listing of their BTF felt like both a marathon and a sprint, or as someone said it to me, I like this. It's gradually then suddenly. Gradually then suddenly. I think that's a good phrase. Ink Pirate says, great Braves Hawaiian shirt. My wife got me this shirt for my birthday. She got me a Braves hoodie, this shirt, and another Braves shirt. So shout out to the wife. Birthday coming up soon here. Is it this week? Birthday's this week.
Yeah, it's a couple days.
Couple days away. As they approached the finish line, the company attempted a last-minute revision of their ticker symbol from BTF to BTFD.
That's funny.
That's hilarious. Somebody said check out Raoul Pal's tweet.
Yeah, I was about to do that to make sure it was worth it, but
I mean, I'm sure it's worth it in some capacity. Let's see.
This tweet from last night, they said.
Best interview of Scaramucci. The Mooch. 5 hours. To my mind, monetary condition are tightening too as the dollar slowly rises. 2022 is going to be a very different year. My bet is more quantitative easing and fiscal into an economic slowdown. Shout out inflation all you want. But see the demand side too. It ain't pretty. I assume that's what they're... I don't have the bond bet on meaningful because I see crypto right now as a win-win. I tell you what, this is the most important tweet that he said right here, for sure. Because he's not betting on the bond market. I mean, this, guys.
He's smart.
Listen, he's smart, but this is why the deflation is coming.
Mm-hmm.
When people no longer want to bet on governments, the governments are going to fix that and make them bet on the government instead of other areas like crypto. Crypto's a win-win. You can't lose. So if inflation, the economy slows and Fed print, it's a win for crypto, right? What is the loss? The loss for crypto is when they move to deflation. I'm telling you guys, this is coming. This is coming. And when I see tweets like this, guys, you got to understand how few people, I'm telling you, I don't want to get too conspiratorial because not conspiracies, but there are small numbers of people that control a lot more than you think that they control. They are not going to put up with this. They're not going to put up with this. They don't want people betting on crypto. They want people betting on bonds. How the governments make their money. It's how they finance wars, which you guys know. Big business, right?
The biggest.
Is it the biggest business out there?
Pretty sure. There's no, I don't think
Can't
there's
think of
anything
anymore.
bigger than war when it comes to spending.
And it's crazy when you think about it, right? Because shouldn't we be experiencing less war soon?
That's what they're selling you all the time.
Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. So I didn't know specifically what he wanted to focus on, but it's maths. Money printing is still going on. I'm telling you that quantitative easing is pretty over. It's going to be over here pretty soon. A lot of people are wanting to know. They're saying what Plan B says, but we're getting asked a question. What does Plan A say? I don't know. I have to see what Plan A says. Ethereum heads towards E2 and triple halving with all. How did he say it?
Altair.
Altair.
Mhm.
God, how pretentious. Altair upgrade on October 27th. Well, look at that.
Hey.
October 27th.
Good things happening.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not. People say I'm not supposed to say my birthday because people are going to steal my identity.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, that's how it works. So
Hmm.
I'm not scared of it though. I'm proud of my birthday. Proud of it. It's great. It's a great birthday.
I'm sure it's not that hard to find.
It's not. October 27th is my birthday.
Facebook probably knows.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Everybody knows my birthday. So it's coming up on Wednesday. So
Yeah.
hopefully the Braves will win the World Series or win that game that night, at least for me. Following the launch of VIP 1559, the next key upgrade adds features to the beacon chain before the merge. The Altair beacon chain may be the only upgrade to Ethereum network for transitioning. Despite the drop in prices in most DeFi tokens, TVL crossed 100 billion. The launch of shard chains is likely to power fast transactions by creating 64 parallel. I want to just say it weird. Parallel blockchains. Ethereum parallel blockchains. Ethereum prepares for migration to proof of stake. Altair upgrade launches this week. I didn't know. Did you know there's music television on Coinbase?
I just saw that MTV on Coinbase.
Every time I see someone say MTV, like I can't think of. I guess it's Multivac is the project.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of Multivac?
I have. I don't know anything about it, but I've heard of
I
it.
think it's like I think it's like Harmony.
Yeah,
I think is what they said.
Or it's never mind.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Tabitha Soren on Coinbase. Who is that? Do you know who that is?
No.
It's probably an adult film star, if I were to guess. If people are just saying a
Probably.
random girl's name and asking if she's on Coinbase.
All right, let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
DJ wants to ruin all our fun, guys.
No, I really just need to adjust the camera.
Okay, I feel better now. I won't fight with you after this stream then. Staking is key to Ethereum's triple halving narrative. Beacon chain upgrade does not affect Ethereum users, yada, yada, yada. Here's what to expect from Ethereum's Altair upgrade taking place this week. Free masterclass is going. So here's what you guys can expect. After the merge, there will be a complete switch of consensus mechanism from proof of work to proof of stake. The later upgrade in 2022. So this is happening. I'm confused. This is this week when we're going to proof of work, proof of stake.
I didn't hear.
It says blockchain went through a network upgrade in less than 3 months. Now the developers are embarking on another update, Altair, which is set to effect on October 27th. It is a beacon chain upgrading to help transition the network away from proof of work. Beacon chain is a proof of stake chain running on mainnet. Staking ensures blah, 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 blah. New features will make Ethereum 2.0 fully functional ahead of its expected launch next year. After the merge, it will become proof of stake. So I'm a little confused. Is this the actual merge or is this the beacon chain upgrade preparing for the merge?
The beacon chain upgrade preparing for the merge. And it sounds like when they merge the two 2 chains is when they'll
And
get
he said it's
full
in December.
proof of stake.
People are wanting to know if Brandon owns XRP or ADA.
Hmm.
I would say
He
probably
probably owns some FTX and Solana.
That's right. Whatever its puppet masters say. Ethereum eyes rally against Bitcoin, with ETH price showing hidden bullish divergence. The second largest crypto will see over 8% growth against its top rival. Show the technical outlook play. And here we go. All-time high for Ethereum. We told you it's coming. Let's see here. Later, ETH Bitcoin broke the channel to stay the upside on Saturday, raising anticipations about a strong extended recovery trend. But a sell-off on Sunday in the ongoing sessions had traders test the channel's resistance trend line as support. We saw a lot of stuff drop yesterday. And then as we got closer to the weekly close, did we close? Let's see, what was the weekly close for Bitcoin yesterday? Okay, so we did close at 60,926. So definitely a red week, as we did start the week at about 61.6, so about $1,000 down. But I mean, we've already made up half the ground on this wick, which is pretty good.
Can you tell me what you said about the black eye? Because there's a lot of comments in here.
What did I say about the black eye?
I don't know. People are asking about my black eye and if I'm okay. And
Well, how are you?
I'm fine.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
That eye makeup work I told you about?
Yeah.
I made a joke about punching you in the eye, I think, and
Oh, I see.
then of course they all started saying it was domestic abuse.
Well,
So
somebody call the authorities, I guess.
really,
No, I'll let you.
I'll
let you slide.
What did I tell you will happen the next
Oh,
time?
God. I don't know if
We
we should
call the
joke about
authorities.
that.
Two friends punching each other?
Yeah, sure.
Two partners?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Domestic abuse is not funny.
Yeah, no, it's
I
definitely
want
not.
to be clear on that. But between me and TJ, it might be funny.
Yeah. Well, we had. Well, never mind.
Let's not get into
Yeah.
that. Okay.
All right. Mastercard and crypto.
Sure. Mastercard.
This is actually pretty big news. This is huge, actually.
Mastercard says any bank or merchant on its vast network can soon offer crypto services. Mastercard is preparing to announce that any of the thousands of banks and millions of merchants on its payments network can soon integrate crypto into their products. That includes Bitcoin wallets, credit and debit cards that earn rewards in crypto, enable digital assets to be spent, and loyalty programs where airline or hotel points can be converted into Bitcoin. To do so, the payments network is partnering with Bakkt, crypto firm recently spun off by Intercontinental Exchange, which will be the behind-the-scenes provider of custodial services for those who sign up. Executives were told from CNBC. Now that's interesting because do you remember, like, okay, so people understand what Bakkt is. Okay, Bakkt is a futures platform that's got, kind of like when you look at Ethereum, right? Like, what is it? Smart contracts platform, but there's all kinds of use cases of that. Bakkt is not decentralized, okay, but Bakkt is a futures platform, but there's all kinds of other things you can do with it.
Mhm.
The custodial services, spending crypto, many, many different applications. When Bakkt first was discussed, the big narrative about it was you're going to be able to use your crypto at Starbucks. I don't know why is it always coffee?
I have no idea.
Why is it always coffee? I don't get it. But anyways, that was a big narrative. You were going to be able to spend it at Starbucks, and people were saying like Starbucks had partnered with Bitcoin and crazy stuff, right? Never happened. But then it turned into where it was actually a derivatives futures platform where people were betting on Bitcoin, through a derivatives futures format. And then that became the big narrative about it. But originally, it was kind of stuff like this that Bakkt was supposed to be behind. It says, we want to offer all our partners the ability to more easily add crypto services to whatever it is that they're doing. Our partners, be they banks, who says be they banks? Be they banks, fintechs, or merchants can offer their customers the ability to buy, sell, and hold crypto through an integration with the Bakkt platform. The announcement could lead to a significant expansion in the ways regular Americans earn and spend Bitcoin and other cryptos. Mastercard runs one of the dominant global payment networks, along with Visa, and has relationships with more than 20,000 institutions, 2.8 billion Mastercards in use, according to the company. Interest in Bitcoin has remained high. Blah, 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 blah. We talked about the ETF. Already talked about that. That interest has led Mastercard clients to ask the network for help in providing crypto services, according to Heyman. That way, banks can keep customers on their own platforms rather than seeing dollars migrate to crypto exchanges. That is so fascinating.
Yeah, banks are trying to stay alive.
Bakkt holdings went up 73% today, somebody said.
Wow.
Huge crit.
Well, it's right there
crit.
in the next sentence.
Oh yeah. Shares are back, which began trading as a public company last week. Surged more than 70% on the news. They're announcing their partnership later today at the annual Money 2020 conference in Las Vegas. I didn't even know this was going on, by the way.
Money 2020.
It's going on right now, I think.
Yeah, it is. I didn't realize that either.
We're lowering barriers to entry, allowing people to take something like your rewards points and trade them into crypto. Easy way to get going because you're not using cash.
Basically, it will allow people to hold crypto in their bank account rather than an exchange account, a different wallet. You'll log in, say, Bank of America or whatever bank you use.
So
You'll
cringe,
see
though.
you'll see your regular account, you'll see your crypto account, etc. So, like the key line there is what it said. Banks are trying to keep their users' funds within their platform rather than migrating to another platform. So, I mean, I guess the crypto created the competition for them to innovate, which they haven't really done in 30 years. So we'll see if it works. Maybe I think a lot of people are done with banks at this point, but a lot of people aren't. A lot of people that
No, they're not. Yeah, a lot of
I
people.
mean, in our bubble, obviously, like
Mhm.
people that are into crypto are over it, but I'd say 80% plus 90% people would love to hold crypto in the same bank account that they hold all their other
Yeah,
funds. So we'll
sad.
see. Yeah, it is sad.
Go up a little bit. Or now I remember what it was. You don't have to go. Other stories. Speaking of adoption, people were saying, Nigeria launching their CBDC today.
Hmm.
I did see that news. I saw that yesterday. So we'll have to see what happens there. It might be a pretty interesting test case to see how their CBDC goes. Nigeria, I think, not exactly known for their financial fluency.
Hmm.
I'm not talking about the people there. I'm talking about their actual currency and their governments there. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Be very interesting. Somebody says your twang is showing. What is a twang?
My twang, like Southern twang,
I don't. Maybe that might be
like
what
an
it is.
accent.
A lot of people want Jeremy Hogan to come on the channel.
Hmm.
Or they want to come on maybe around the blockchain, come on the show one morning. Maybe we can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no problem having them on. You guys understand it's just a process to get people on the channel. It's not just like, hey, come on the show today, and then they're here in 5 minutes. So, but yeah, I'm definitely okay having them on. Okay. All right, moving on here. Binance Bitcoin balances are draining. 40,000 Bitcoin moved away from biggest crypto exchange. Here's a question. How much longer do you think Binance will be the biggest crypto exchange?
Not long. I think by the end of this run, it's by volume that they're the biggest exchange.
Yeah.
So that's debatable as it is right now, and how legit their volume is compared to others. But
Well, CoinMarketCap has legit numbers.
yeah. So what's the spread?
That was a joke. They're owned by Binance.
Oh,
Binance owns CoinMarket.
yeah.
Let's look here. Let's go to markets. Exchanges. Let's see here. Binance by volume. Yeah, look. I mean, they dwarf Coinbase. It's 5 times bigger than Coinbase.
Yeah.
But I would say, and why is that? Well, it's because they have so many more coins and they're in so many other countries.
Yeah.
I would say, in my opinion, I think we're probably a full cycle away. But the more they try to break up Binance,
Mm-hmm.
the more Coinbase moves forward. The more FTX. Look, FTX right there, number 4 already. KuCoin's number 3.
Yep.
You know why? Because there's no KYC there. So
And a lot of coins.
I found out the guy that runs KuCoin. You know what his name is?
No.
Johnny. That's it.
Just Johnny.
Just Johnny.
Johnny Koo.
Just Johnny. That's pretty interesting. Bob McDaniel down there at the very bottom said Austin Riley is from his town. Well, how about that? What I tell you, what's cool about Austin Riley is his intro song is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's cool.
That's pretty good.
That
You know
was
what I should do? Hey, listen, WWE. I want to do one of your wrestlers' intro songs. So reach out to me. I will rap an intro song for a wrestler and have it be his walkout music.
Yeah, you said you were spitting some bars over at
I
the
was
Hit
spitting
Music
hard.
House.
Yeah,
huh?
I was doing it. I was doing pretty good. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, for Cole, just walk in with the beats on,
So
I used
we're
to
gonna
think I
hear
was-
some of that.
No, I'm not doing it on the show. I've already said it before.
Okay.
It's a lot
What
of
about-
pressure. It's a lot of pressure. If I do it one time and it's horrible, which it could be if you're freestyling, then I'll never live it down. So, but it was total freestyling. I don't do any written. I don't have time for that.
Ain't
Yeah,
nobody
ain't
got
nobody
time for that.
So, and then they want to hear me beatbox. Y'all hear me rap with some. We are going to do a crypto rap song.
Yeah.
for sure.
Or that'd be fun if you rap and I beatbox, because I could beatbox.
Can you really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I mean, not like professionally, but
That's
better
all I
than
got.
that.
That's all I can do.
Yeah.
Who is what is the name of the greatest people? Rozelle. Rozelle. He used to do some stuff with the Roots. He could. It was so insane. He could beatbox
Mm-hmm.
and sing at the exact same time.
Yeah, that always impresses
It
me.
is unreal. Like you can't figure out how you're hearing these sounds. So.
Right. They just, yeah, it's impressive.
And of
People that are
course-
really good at it, it's pretty amazing to watch.
Yeah, the guy from Police Academy is pretty good too. You know those movies, Police Academy?
Police Academy, yeah.
But anyways, according to Crypto Quant data, Binance Crypto Exchange once again faced a massive fund outflow totaling over 38,000 Bitcoin. After a significant drop in the balance, total balance on the sheets is close to 500,000. That's a big drop then. Previously, Binance US faced a major bug that led to so-called slippage. Whenever the order book on the market is too thin and the exchange cannot provide enough liquidity, volatility on the asset tends to rise exponentially, which leads to a massive drop in volatility. But I don't think we're anywhere near that right now. I mean, we did have the bug on Binance.com, on Binance US. Binance US is not nearly, as good as, Binance in terms of liquidity. So he said Biz Marquee was really good. Biz Marquee just died last weekend, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, very sad.
Yeah.
Hate to lose old Biz. Bitcoin moving past the previous all-time high and trading volumes remaining stable, which there you go. I told you, volume's not important right now. Some traders or investors are choosing to move their funds away from exchanges to keep crypto in their wallets. According to volume metrics, no significant selling pressure has been present on centralized exchanges, along with no abnormal trading activities. So pretty interesting stuff there with this Binance downtrend. And look, you got to think about it like this. Whenever you have a lot of Bitcoin flowing off of exchanges, it can produce, or coming off the books, it can produce volatility. But what does it also produce? A supply shock, a supply crisis. And I just always thought it was so interesting when I had that conversation with, Michael Saylor, it was basically a comedy show is what it was.
What? Where you?
It was like open mic night. Like I was there telling jokes. Michael was like, "Pitbull, you're so funny." No,
I was gonna say, is it like stand up, like somebody's first stand up where they tell a bunch of jokes and nobody laughs? Because that was more like what it was.
It's funny. That's not how I remember it.
Well,
I remember him laughing very generously.
I remember him barely cracking a smile once.
Has he sold any Bitcoin?
I don't think so.
The guy likes to hold on to things. He wanted to hold on to laughter. He was hodling the laughter inside. Inside, though, he was feeling very vibrant and alive. But this is what I'll say about that Michael Saylor interview, where I brought up this idea of supply crisis, and he laughed at that. He said, "There's no such thing as supply crisis. There's no such thing. It doesn't exist." Well, yeah, of course, there's always someone willing to pay through the nose for Bitcoin. Like, there's always someone out there willing to do it. So, in that regard, like, it's never going to be like there's zero Bitcoin available on exchanges or Ethereum. There will always be some somewhere. But that supply crisis leads to the increased prices. Like, that's the whole thing. G. Ferry says slippage is forced. Sharding is natural.
Yeah, that was just for you.
I know it was, but I wanted to say it.
That was
Look,
funny.
sharding is not natural. It's very hard. It's why a lot of projects have tried to do it, and none of them have put together a nice sharding plan. Oh, that's sharding with a D.
Sharding with
a T.
Yeah.
That is super sketch. Super sketch. Okay, moving right along here. SHIB plummets 20% as Elon Musk reveals
Oh yeah, I saw
he
that.
owns none.
That
How
was
sad.
funny.
How sad though that like people actually take this guy at his word for anything that he says.
I just
You know what I mean?
I was reading that thread and it was funny to see all the SHIB people coming under there and explaining, well, this is actually a really positive thing that he doesn't own any, because just the fact that he responds means he thinks it's worthy of a response, blah, 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 blah. It was funny. But they were asking how much he owns and he just said, none.
Why does this say? Let's go look at the SHIB chart. Where's the Shiba chart? Shiba number 13. I mean, guys, it just hit a new all-time high. See, like, here's the thing. I've obviously Cointelegraph is absolutely idiotic, and most of the things they say are completely stupid. But this narrative, like look at this chart, okay? Look at this rise. What is the headline from this? The headline from this is Shiba plummets 20% as Elon Musk reveals he knows. Yeah, what about it just hit its freaking all-time high? What about that? What about it's a correction from an all-time high? It may not have as much to do with this actually dropping. Yeah, somebody says that's BS. That was nothing other than consolidation. Look, you guys know I'm not a fan of Shiba, but it's true. It's true right now. Exactly what he's saying. And that's why I can't stand the dishonest media, the way that they spin stuff. It's not just mainstream, it's crypto too. Our crypto media is terrible. So I tell you, I love Decrypt. Decrypt is the best crypto news site out there. You get more neutral views there, investigative journalism than anywhere else. The fact that this is the story that they push on the day that Shiba just hit a brand new all-time high, they make it look negative. This is a great thing for Shiba holders. It just is, period. I own 0 Shiba. You guys saw that in my portfolio. I'm not going to buy any Shiba. I don't feel compelled to do it. I bought some Dogecoin. We sold it at some point. We did really well with it. I would trade it on a short term. But, I mean, and I told you I felt it was going to hit all-time highs. I told you that for 2 weeks. And boom, it hit them. We could have probably taken advantage of that, but we didn't. I mean, there's a million opportunities out there in crypto. But let's be for real. Shiba has made people rich. It has changed people's lives from a pure price standpoint. Now, what does it do? I don't even know. What's the purpose of Shiba? Do you know? Be a
Hype.
good dog?
Yeah.
Is that
Make
really
it-
what it is?
I mean, I don't know. Make people money, as far as I know.
I mean, are they trying to do smart contracts on Shiba now?
I'm sure they would say that.
They might be. Dogecoin people have said the same thing for years. But, you know, I just want to say this. Look, I don't know any Shiba. I'm not bullish on Shiba. Like, is something that will be around in 10 years. I don't own it. I don't like it. I don't like the marketing in the beginning. I don't like the guerrilla marketing tactics that they used.
Still use.
Still use.
They're still.
But
That's one of my things. When you see projects that go and pay other influencers that know nothing about crypto to shill this to their audience. I mean, there's a reason most non-crypto people, the first thing they hear about is Shiba, because they're pushing it like crazy across other influencers, and then people go buy it at pumps and they sell and take the profit. You know, it's just those marketing tactics aren't something we support.
yeah, I saw Altcoin Daily did make a video on them. I don't know what it said. The title was "We were wrong about Shiba. It's great," but I don't know if that's actually what the message of the video was. Is, you know, that's what we do here on YouTube to get people to watch the videos. But you know, I think at the end of the day, I want to say congratulations to anybody that's made money on Shiba. Congratulations to you.
Sure.
Congratulations. We're glad that you were able to make money with it. But I think ultimately it's not something that's going to be around in 10 years. But you don't need that if you want to make money in the short term. You don't necessarily, you know, something doesn't have to be there for 10 years for you to make money on it. A lot of crypto projects aren't going to be there. But I want to draw a very distinct difference between this and SafeMoon. Like, there's a big difference between a company that uses hype marketing and then a project that's pretty much a scam and has exploits all filled throughout it, and people will eventually get hurt by more than just price dropping, by more than just natural ebbs and flows of a hype project. I would say if you said I had to only own one, Shiba or SafeMoon, I would take Shiba all day long over that. So I think those are the projects I really want to warn people about, are the ones that are just one day you're going to wake up, the project's going to be gone, and that's SafeMoon.
With exploits built into it.
Yeah. So, all right, let's move on here. NFT Mania Part 2. Oh, we didn't talk about this. Elon Musk discussing Dogecoin improvements, confirms no investment. We did talk about that. What about this thing around his neck?
I mean,
Is he trying to rob a bank?
No, maybe he was using it as a mask.
You gonna rob a bank and buy him a grill? Maybe. What, Elon? Why do you not have a grill? You don't have enough money, Elon? Where's mine at?
Well, we established it doesn't take a lot of money to get a grill.
Not as much as you would think.
Yeah.
Buyers shell out $7 million for unseen NFT collection.
Oh boy.
And me and Carl were talking about that this morning as we did a couple of videos together. You know, he bought a CryptoPunk.
Nice.
$1 million.
What's he gonna do with it?
Hold on to it. You know, he's not trying to sell it or anything, store value.
that
I
true?
told him you would say it's a terrible idea. I said I didn't think it was bad. Ivan Baez said, $5 super chat, says Jeb's channel was deleted this weekend. You guys know what? Jeb actually texted me at 4:24 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. You think I'm going to respond at 4:24 a.m., Jeb? I'm
Did-
just kidding. I saw it. I responded. I just happened to get up and like, go to the restroom, do whatever, I was up for like 30 seconds and I laid down. I looked at my phone. It's like, Jeb said, channel just got deleted. I was like, well, lucky you. Here I am. So I texted him back immediately and, don't worry about it. I said, there's nothing to worry about. It's going to come back. These things are robot driven. They're AI driven. And so, but there is, when it is there is like when it happened to us before a couple times with some strikes and different things that we got removed. It's a very nervous and anxious feeling of like, I put all this work into this. And that's why we believe that you have to grow across multiple platforms. So,
Yeah. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. You can't build a company off of somebody else's algorithm because if they change it and delete you, you don't have a business.
That is right. Non-fungible token investors poured $7 million into a Dutch auction, sold 50 tokens, conferring ownership over digital artworks that will not be minted until December. He's the artist behind the popular series Fidenza. Let's see. People contributed 1,800 ETH worth $7 million in exchange for 50 of 100 golden tokens. Granted, its holder ownership rights to one of the artworks slated to be minted during the event. I mean,
this seems dicey.
It really does. But you keep saying like it feels dicey and we're toppy, but it never seems to be that way. And I've been telling you, I don't think we're seeing what you think we're going to see with NFTs. I don't think we are seeing this follow along the bull run. I think they can go further.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. One of it's going to be right. One of it's going to be wrong.
Yeah. I think, like I've said, I don't think all of them will get wiped out. I think it'll be very, once alts top out, I think NFTs will be peaking around the same time. People paying absurd prices for collectibles. And I think a lot of the collectibles will correct hard. And then we'll start to see a lot in the bear market. We'll start to see a lot more innovative uses of NFTs because you're going to have to be a lot more creative with it than just a new collectible collection.
Yeah.
You're going to start to see a lot more utility and use cases for NFTs that people aren't even thinking about right now kind of really take hold. But we'll see.
So yeah, I'm looking at all these things about Jeb there. Reddit seeks senior engineer for platform that feature NFT-backed digital goods. Reddit is now looking at doing their own NFT platform. So very fascinating. This is big news. Reddit published a job listing seeking a senior backend engineer for a non-fungible token platform. As part of Reddit's development team, the new hire would help design, build, and ship backend services where millions of users create, buy, sell, and use NFT-backed digital goods. Reddit seems to be in the midst of creating non-fungible token feature on its platform, and from a recent job description, it seems to be marketplace. It already dipped its feet into crypto solutions and blockchain technology by leveraging Ethereum and DeFi platform Arbitrum. If there's one thing we've noticed with NFTs, they too have an incredible power to create a sense of participation and belonging. You really need to be investing in projects that have strong communities. I think that is really, really strong. So they're saying you don't have to have NFT or crypto experience. So pretty interesting stuff. I thought there were. Oh, okay. That we can move on to the next thing. XRP. Sorry, I thought there was one more story there. XRP. How about that? Y'all love XRP? Who doesn't love XRP? Ripple, Tranglo, Singapore's partnership scales to new heights in Asia Pacific. We talked about this last week. I wonder if there's anything new here about this. Let's see here. No, it doesn't look like there's anything new. We talked about this partnership last week where they're going to be using on-demand liquidity with Tranglo in the Philippines. Philippines are an absolutely huge remittance country, remittance market. Go up on YouTube there. A little bit. Oh, wait, Shannon. Your doggy was put to sleep. I'm so sorry to hear that. 10.5 years old. She had a great life. Great Pyrenees. Great Pyrenees do not have long lives. So 10.5 years is very long for that kind of dog, I believe. My parents have had a couple. So very, very sad to hear that. I had to put my dog down earlier this year. And it was very sad. I was like very emotional, crying. And then, of course, as soon as I left, we started getting attacked on Twitter. And it was, I was like, guys, please, my dog just died. So I know that would be a very emotional thing. I didn't think I was going to cry when we put our dog down.
Yeah, I
and
remember you
I
thinking,
slobbered like a baby.
Yeah, I'll never forget. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna go do this. I'll be right back. I'm like, yeah, right. You will not. It's a lot harder than you think.
It was very. I mean, my family's in there crying. It's like very sad. So we
Yeah.
have a lot of dogs. We have 5 dogs at all times. So, you know, if one goes, we give the child some time to grieve it, or our family grieves it, and then we get another one. We like to have one dog for each family member, you know. Jared Brown says we as individuals would be NFTs at some point. Definitely could happen. So, anyways, prayers to your family, Sheena. We hate to hear it. Okay, so this was a message here from at Blackberry XRP here on the Twitter's verse. He says, report for duty. A true supreme leader will help us finish the race. We need you to do what you can. Tweet and mention on YouTube concerning the XRP class action lawsuit led by John Deaton. He is the founder of crypto-law.us. He has 127.3 thousand followers, pretty popular. He has a class action lawsuit. He wants to get to 100K. Did we retweet this? Well, here we go. Let's retweet it right now. Come sign up for the lawsuit. Soldiers, it's time to make your voice known. I hope this is still valid. Time to make your voice known. Signed, your leader. Hashtag XRP. Hashtag Ripple. No. At Brad Garlinghouse.
Got at least XRP Army.
Hashtag XRP Army. There we go. There we go. We retweeted it. There you go. We did it. And then here is the actual document here. We just showed your email address.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No way to get it off there. No way to get it off there. So sorry about that. Let's see if I can hit switch account. Go to a different account. You're screwed at this point, TJ. I'm really sorry. I didn't know that was on there.
All right. Well,
I just clicked on it.
So should I show it?
Yeah, just show it. Who cares? Just delete all the ones that come in. You won't get too many.
Oh, God.
What?
That's nothing.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Your whole life has just been ruined.
Yeah.
Now they know my birthday and your email address.
Right.
We're screwed. But you put your email in here, your name. You can show it now. Email, first and last name, address. Do you reside in the U.S.? Please select the country. Put your phone number in your comments. Fill that out, and boom, you can submit that. You can get involved in the lawsuit and get it going. So we are certainly very happy to take part in this and to help people sign up for this. As you know, the people got to give their time to talk. Now, I'll tell you guys this. I can't say. Unfortunately, I've had a lot of information coming to me here, and unfortunately, I can't. I've been sworn to secrecy and confidentiality on it, and that's something I take very seriously. And as you guys know, when I have information I can give, I do give it at all times. So I've got a lot more information about some stuff that's going on with this case right now. There is a lot of, like I've been telling you guys for weeks, a lot of crossing T's and dotting I's to get the paperwork done on the administrative side. But there's also a little bit something extra going on that unfortunately I can't really tell you about right now. But it's all good stuff, and it's all coming down the pipe here rather sooner than later. I'm working really hard to get an updated timeline because the timeline I was given, it didn't happen in the time. Now, that did not mean the timeline was not in place. It meant there were some extra, some unforeseen circumstances that led to this taking longer than it should have. I now know what some of those things are, and you know, hopefully it's still going to get done sooner rather than later. So, Ben, is it all good news? Blink twice for yes. There's nothing bad. It's just I got some news on why some of this has been held up a little bit, but ultimately this is still getting done very soon. So I think sooner than ever at this point, which makes sense because time always goes forward. So whenever it was going to happen, it's always now sooner than ever. Have you guys thought about that?
Yep.
No. Okay. All right, guys. I guess that's all we got for today. Thank you guys so much for watching the show. And I go Braves, chop on, really excited about that. And that is all I got for today. Be blessed. Good boy out.